Welcome back everyone to Final Fantasy XIV. We are on the Paladin questline once again. We've already done 2 quests for it, and we're heading into our 3rd one now. And we're getting a new technique for this. Goring Blade delivers an attack of a potency of 300, combo potency 390. Combo bonus, damage over time. This might actually be pretty good here. I guess we'll have to see. I have tidings, Narin. Hidden amongst Solzagil's belongings was a journal, the final entry of which contains what appears to be a map of Gorgain holding. He marked a spot near the river, though it did not write why. Yet, considering how devoted he was to recovering Oathkeeper, surely it has some relation. I say we sally forth and investigate. We may encounter wild beasts or worse, of course, but we are well equipped to face them, while they say you are. Looks like it's about straight on this pathway here that we're going. Now that it's sunlight out, we get a nice view, fair skies out. We get a nice view of basically everything around the zone, pretty much. See all the way out there. Oh, it looks like we found our spot. Impressive, eh? It took some doing, but I managed to recite Solzagil's sorlets. They should afford me excellent protection against their thigh-high threats. Anyway, let's see where this map leads. Somewhere over yonder, perhaps. Alright, let's take a look. Light catches your eye, and on closer inspection you find a gallant coronet buried beneath the snow. A trail of frozen blood leads west. Or was it further to the... Oh, Narin, find anything? Solzagil's coronet. Then he did come here. There's a trail of blood as well, you said. Let's follow it and see where it leads. Following the trail of blood. Alright. This is a weird circle. Ah, okay. I have to follow the blood trail on the ground. Okay. Seems to lead towards the desk vigil. I think it's taking us westward. Westward it is. Ah. Now we're getting something interesting. Oh, hello there. And down. Of course, Death's Embrace. They must have made camp here, and so Gil learned of it. Wait, was that movement just now to the west? We can't let them escape. Okay, I think I am gonna grab the Griffin after all. That's pretty far there. End of the road. They don't seem to be killing Oathkeeper. Well, if nothing else, we can at least bring them justice for their countless other crimes and ensure they harm no more innocents. To arms, Zarn, for justice, for Sosagil. I thought the coronet would help, but that speech still felt rather uninspired. That thing. Oh, it's over here. Okay. And down. Did we win? I mean, by the Fury, we won. That villainous scum will prey on the weak no longer. Pity they didn't have Oathkeeper. Well, all in a day's work for a pair of paladins, eh? Back to Falcon's Nest for a well-earned rest. Yeah, we just teleport back over there. We're like all the way on the other side of the zone here. Wheels of justice are slow to turn, as we know all too well. Even Sir Ermic, who they say cares deeply for the welfare of every Ishgardian, even he is bound by bureaucracy. It all comes back to the war in the end. If not heretics or dragons, well, you know how it is. In the Forelands, well, if you head that far west without enough hired help, you're no one to blame but yourself for what happens. So when my mother's caravan was raided on the road to Tailfeather, I was resigned to never knowing who to blame. Till Zosagale told me all about Death's Embrace and realized that they were the ones responsible for that and many other attacks. They chose their targets of care, preying on those who wouldn't be missed, saved by their equally powerless friends and family. But everyone deserves a champion, even the least among us are worth saving. I didn't know if the remaining members of Death's Embrace have Oathkeeper, but even if they don't, it is our duty as paladins to stop them. That's what Zosagale would say were he here, right? Goring Blade. Okay. I guess we could try that one out. Alright, I guess we change out Rage of Halon with Goring Blade and see how that goes for us. Divine Vel, okay. Upon HP recovery via healing magic cast by itself or party member, protective barrier is cast on all party members within a radius of 15 yards. Okay. Curious tidings are, not long ago I received word from an acquaintance of mine, Grimmold, who claims to have in possession a missive written by Zolkazil and addressed to me. He insisted that I come and collect it from him in person Tailfeather, and since we haven't any leads in our search for Oathkeeper, I see no reason to deny him. Let us be off then. Tailfeather? Sure, why not? Gets a little bit further off this way, it seems. Appreciate you coming all this way, Constant. I know it must have been a little odd. Frankly, it's been strange from the start. Who sends a missive for provisions when we've got Mughals running about who can do it faster? Not to mention the fact that bandits have been raiding caravans to Terrafilla for weeks. If we weren't for them moving on, this latest shipment would have likely never arrived, any road. Well, I could tell it was languishing in someone's storeroom for a while. Better late than never, eh, though? It was your friend's wish that you come all this way. Read it for yourself and you'll see. I left you a gift near the 100 Throws. Take it and become the man you are destined to be. Curious fellow, this Silkazil. Anyway, if I were you, I'd head north and find whatever it is that before someone else does. Why, thanks, friend. I shall do just that. Let's head towards the Throws and see what we can find, Narin. Alright. And since we can fly, it should be a lot easier. So I've been happy that I've been getting this fly stuff in these zones. Yeah, looks like we found it. Along with a lot of bears. Should be around here somewhere. Guess off this way. Oh, we found it. Is that a sill you found? By the Fury, it is. And look, a pair of gallant cruises. But why? Why do I feel like I'm being led by the nose? First the journal, now this missive. There's so much I want to ask, so much I should have asked when he was still alive. Camps, rivers meet, Well, it seems to be back at the Western Highlands, so I'm not sure exactly where that camp is. Off this way somewhere, looks like. Right down here, looks like. To be honest, I never really understood why you accepted me as your pupil. What made you change your mind? What did you see in me? And what would you have me do now that you're gone? So it is true then. Papa-chan could not conceal the truth from me forever. He told me of Zolkazil's claims in your search. I could not believe it. I would not believe it, yet now. What sorcery is this? He was watching you, boy, you and the soul you bear. Could you be in many of Death's embrace, spying on Zolkazil's pupil? Perhaps they hoped Zolkazil's quest would end with his death, that none would attempt to reclaim Oathkeeper in his stead. They thought us broken when his brothers betrayed us, when they robbed us of the sword delivered into their keeping. But we did not give in to despair, nor what shall we do now? Oathkeeper will be ours again, I swear it. I must return to Udal for now. The way our souls resonated was unlike anything I've seen before. And I would know what it pretends. Pray continue to look after the boy, Naran. What do you want from me? Divine Vel. And I do believe this will be, yeah, level 58, so we can't do this right now. Which unfortunate, but I'm still a couple of levels behind. That's pretty neat. In that case, I do believe we have to go back to Foundation now and start on the main story quest again. Alrighty. Oh, we're not that too far from it either. Nice. Well, as you saw Master Garland, he was advising the Ishgardians on their ailing airship, correct? In that case, he might still be at Camp Cloudtop. Feeling that, we could always try the airship landing. Or mayhaps even the Skysteel Manufactory. Let's not waste time searching aimlessly. Someone in the city is sure to know where to find him. The question is who. Sir Ermic would seem the obvious choice, but there's no guarantee he'll be able to grant us an audience at short notice. I have it. Count Edmond's youngest son prides himself on knowing all the Holy See's juiciest rumors. Let's return to the manor and see if Lord Anemon is about. Was it the last vigil? I can't remember. I think it was. Ah, the hero returns. How does the fight, old girl? Well, I trust, in search of Sid Garlon, you say? So then say no more. The taverns are full of talk, and the name of a sad, silver-haired genius has creeped up more often than most. Here's been tasked with getting that monster shaper, the Holy See, commissioned to actually fly. But it seems the project has been plagued with mishaps from the first. In any case, Garland Outerworks employees are known to frequent the airship landing, and I'll be happy to wager their master does too. The airship landing? Yes, I thought as much. Come down, we must find Sid and trouble him for his expert opinion. Yippee! Yeah, there he is. Narn, Alphanod, how fare you both? Not terribly well, judging by your faces. Greetings, Master Garland. I'm sure it has come as a little surprise when I tell you we need a favor. Another wind barrier, and you say it was conjured by Nidhogg. The Enterprise could certainly take you where you need to go, but she would not fare well against dragons. She's agile for a ship her size, but not that agile. The Dromaeans would fly rings around her. If they took her into their heads to insert the rigging, there would be precious little we could do to avoid them. But there must be something we can do, some manner of weapon we can employ. Edestein stands vigil at the edge of the turning mist. We don't know how much longer. Alright. I didn't say it was impossible. I said it was impossible for the Enterprise. We need a smaller boat. Biggs, Wedge, it's time we gave that new toy of yours a proper field test. It's probably best if we let the lads show you. Come on, the manufacturer's not far. Don't actually know where the manufacturer is. Okay, it's that way. Alrighty. Not far, they say. Okay. Our little project's just inside, and you're going to like this one.
Feast your eyes upon our latest and greatest feat of engineering. We call it a mana cutter.
After you put down Gaius, Wedge and me struck out on our own for a bit, and started work on the successor to the tiny Bronco.
Impressive little thing, isn't she? My talent for ship design has plainly rubbed off on them. They've adapted the principles of corrupted crystal technology and constructed a mechanism which converts ether from its surroundings into elemental wind. Said wind is then harnessed by the specially engineered sails, providing the craft with propulsion and lift. All in all, a most elegant solution. I'm actually a little upset that I didn't think of it myself.
The design does, however, come with one small flaw.
The energy conversion ratio's bloody awful. To generate enough power to get you off the ground, you need to be in an area awash with predominantly wind-aspected ether.
In other words, there are a few places you can fly, lots of places you can't.
The new Ishgardian airship hasn't left the boys much time for tinkering, meaning it may be a while before this particular project takes off. If you'll forgive the pun.
Tataru, what's happened?
I've been looking all over for you. There's been word from Aldar. It's about Her Grace, the Sultana.
It seems you're required elsewhere. Leave the mana cutter with us. We'll see that she's airworthy and suitably equipped to slice through those winds. You, meanwhile, should concentrate on providing Reborn and the Sultana whatever help they need.
News from Udal. It's been a while since we've talked to Reborn. General Bond says they may have uncovered the Sultana's whereabouts. And he wants you, by which I mean both of you, to go to the Waking Sands right away and help with the investigation. Come, Narn, pressing through Ishgard's plight may be, our presence here will not serve to hasten the mana cutter's completion. Let's return to the troubled lands of Thanalan and lend what aid we can. Tataru, have our friends of the Congregation send a message to Issasign. Tell them we have identified a solution to a problem, but it may take some time to prepare. As you wish, Master Alphanod. To the Waking Sands, Warrior of Light. 'Tis past time Udal was delivered from this darkness. Kind of just have to get rid of a number of things I have here. Some of this stuff. Yeah, just get rid of stuff here while I have the chance, I guess. Got a lot of pants, I got a lot of shoes. Don't need those. Okay, I think that's about enough for a moment. I got it all down below 20, besides the gloves and the armor. Hang on. Okay, I think we're good now. Finally back here to the Waking Sands. Forgot how we had to wait for the entrance to open up too.
Thank you for coming.
No thanks are necessary, General. I trust your recuperation continues apace.
I cannot complain. Thanks to Higirian administrations, I've regained much of the strength I lost during my imprisonment.
I gather you have made progress in the search for Her Grace.
Aye, some good fortune at last. A few days past, Dulala informed us that a sizable shipment of alchemical supplies had been delivered to the palace.
With Papa Shan's assistance, I set out to ascertain the source and nature of the shipment. My inquiries led me to Frondale's frontistery. There, I learned that an order had been placed for a curious substance designed to sustain patients trapped in death-like slumber. An invention of the former head alchemist, apparently.
A death-like slumber? This cannot be a coincidence.
It lends some weight to Dulala's claims, aye. Her Grace is likely somewhere within the palace, abed but alive.
Before making any attempt to extricate the Sultana, however, it seemed prudent to learn what manner of substance was used to induce her torpor. To that end, I made inquiries as to the whereabouts of the one most like to have administered it. The lady-in-waiting, Muriel. We sent for you as soon as we learned of her location. All that remains is to apprehend the woman.
We shall find our cat's paw in the Silver Bazaar. But we must tread carefully. The market is not the bustling place it once was, and someone is sure to mark our coming. Should they inform the monetarists, we'll have a fight on our hands. We must be prepared for the worst, and being short an arm, I thought it wise to take another in its stead. What say you, Warrior of Light? Will you lend me yours? Then I pity the bastard that stands in our way. Come, my friends, for Nanamo, and for Uldar!
And I think at this point I will end the video here, and next time we will continue on with this story quest, which I assume will probably lead us very quickly to going against Nidhogg, I'm assuming. So in any case, I'll see you guys next time.